Could somebody kill this guy already? Hello Internet, I'm me, and this is Kamen Rider X-Aid, episode 22. Now, when we last left off, well, everything seemed to be kind of going terrible. Gamu has come out with his diabolical plan to actually take over the world and make everybody fight each other. Like the dick he is. But wait, there's more! Now, and this is interesting, and I loved this. In this episode, we see Gem starting to really just, plot out his plans and really kind of, something's taking a toll on him, but we don't know what. And then out of nowhere, the Ministry shows up. We don't know who this Ministry is. I'm thinking it's maybe the Japanese Ministry of Government or something like that. Again, Japanese culture, I'm not really, I don't live there. But it's interesting to see the government just kind of show up and put somebody under arrest. Like, the Bugstar virus, it's a virus. So, he's actually under suspicion for bioterrorism. And they confiscate his shit. And it's like, oh crap, holy shit, how did that happen? Alright. And it seems like, well, he's going to jail. Until he becomes sick with the Bugstar virus, which I didn't even know could happen to him. So, of course, X-Aid and everybody comes in and starts fighting off this monster, not knowing where Gem is, and it turns out, of course, once they beat the Bugstar, yep, it's Gem. And at first, the Ministry immediately, after he stops being a monster, comes in to actually arrest him and haul his ass out of there. However, and this is, Emu, love you, bro, and I get why you're doing it. I get it, and Hiro also gets it, and it's actually a really good character moment. There are a lot of good character moments in this episode, let's say that. But Emu comes in and goes, well, he's sick, I'm a doctor, I need to take care of my patient. And, of course, Kim is begging like a bastard. It's like, wow, he's going to die, it's... The thought has sunk into his head, he's freaking the hell out, and now he's wanting Emu to save his ass. And at first, Emu's like, yeah, I gotta take care of him, he's a patient now. And, of course, Hiro backs him up and actually gets the Ministry off his back, like, yo, if he breaks out in Bugstar infections and infects everybody, the Ministry will be infected if you take him with you. Would you want that? Like, not only you would be affected, but the public, too. So, do you want to just let him go to a hospital and get, checked out? And they do. Hiro saying that, he believes in Emu trying to save him simply because he wants him to answer for his crimes. And him dying and disappearing and then spreading the virus would rob anybody of, well, any justice. Debatable, but I get the sentiment. So, of course, with this, we get a huge exposition dump from Gemu about what's really been happening all this time with the Bugstar virus. Of course, we're cutting back and forth to, I don't like the girl, I forgot her name, but she's purposely meant to be a bratty character. And, of course, the Kamen Rider Snipe are going to the assistant, or the new CEO of Gem's company, to see if he can't create a new Gashat, so that they can get more power, basically. And by this time, Hiro has actually gone back and looked into Kiriya, I'm just gonna call him Laser, Kamen Rider Laser's research, and what got him killed in the first place, the research that he was doing. And he found a way to reprogram some of the Bugstar virus to make it inert, or at least get rid of certain properties. So he takes this back and gives it to the guys as they're making a new Gashat and say, hey, put this in there, because we could reprogram the Bugstar virus inside Gemu, so we can get rid of his immortality. The whole immortal zombie shit won't happen anymore. So that's the plan. And of course, while this is happening, the exposition dump on what's happening to Emu is insane. It is, holy God, I did not think this guy could be more evil. I did not think this guy could be more of a dick. But he proves me wrong every time. Every single time. Last video, I was like, wow, this guy's a dick. I don't know how much more of a dick he could be. Boom! It's like, you thought he was a dick now? Oh, please, no. We got more for you. So, under the guy, well, that's the thing though, he's saying it more as a confession, as a last resort, as a plea for Imu to really empathize with him. Like, he's telling him what happened to the Bugster virus. It was that Imu had sent a bunch of letters to the game company that he worked at back when he was younger, and he was a genius. He made top-selling games. He was great. And then when he saw Imu's letters, which also had like designs for games and such, he realized that he wasn't the only genius. He wasn't the only one who could make games this brilliantly. And jealousy set in, and anger set in, and so he decided to create a game, but used the Bugster virus that they had discovered and sent it to Imu as a prototype game that was still in development for his fandom. And of course, that's what infected Imu back when he was a kid. So, yes, he not only found the Bugster virus, he deliberately sent it to a child. But wait, there's more. Oh, jeez. So, not only does he purposefully infect a child with a virus, he waits until he gets a little older. He's patient zero, so that the virus can cultivate, and then had the doctors give him the compatibility surgery to make him a better carrier of the virus, so that it could be even more hostile. So, basically, he engineered a virus to do this. The whole entire Bugster virus, the Kamen Riders, everything, he engineered it simply because he wanted to see how far games could go and to outshow any other genius who could ever come in. This isn't out of character or anything. This is just the levels of shit this guy would go through. So, of course, the Bugster infects him and the Kamen Riders start fighting him. And they defeat it. They defeat the Bugster, and right when they do it, Gimu, something's weird happening. So, as Imu is fighting the Bugster that's infected this guy, over here, on the other side, while the new Gashat is being created and uploaded, even though it doesn't work yet, they're fighting the dangerous zombie game. And there are zombie Bugsters everywhere, but we know that Gimu's not there. Well, turns out, once they beat the Bugster, Gim was faking it the entire time. No, he was infected, but he infected himself to get away from the Ministry and to propagate more Bugster data to upload and strengthen his level X Gashat. And one of the new abilities that the level X Gashat has, because it's an unknown, is self-replication. He becomes his own zombie horde. So, the dangerous zombie they've been fighting was basically a clone he sent to keep them busy, and he goes back to the old developer's headquarters, he beats Imu, destroys his driver, or corrupts it so it doesn't work anymore, goes back to his old job, crowd of zombies around him, purple suit, slick back hair, and motherfucker takes his seat right back at that CEO desk. And just fucking fortifies himself up there. End of episode. We're done. Holy shit. I knew he was gonna be an asshole. I knew he was gonna... This guy is a dick. I mean, yes, everybody probably knew he was going to portray Imu in some way, shape, or form, but to go this far just speaks to his egotism and his manipulative fucking nature. This guy knew that he had done so much to fuck with people that they would simply have kept him alive so that they could get back at him in one way, shape, or form. and he knew the characters well enough that he knew that he could trick them. And this was a good trick, because he played it, and the actor did a good job too, acting so afraid of his own mortality, and really it fed in. It actually tricked me a bit, because it was like, okay, this character has wanted to be almost, he saw himself as a god, as somebody who's immortal and powerful. And then when he's infected by a bugster, that means he can die. And so his patheticness, his immediate crawl back into, oh God, please help me, made sense, because it's kind of a slap in the face and a wake-up call. But again, he played it off so well, and we knew this slimy motherfucker would do it. And he did it, and I can't wait for the next episode to see what happens. Because this character has completely just been the ultimate dick. The ultimate bad guy. Like, he is an unrepented bad guy. Start to finish. He's a sociopath. That's really what he is. And to compare quite quickly, there was an episode of, I don't know if you guys follow it, Steven Universe, but there's this episode where it's about, like, this character who's a villain. I have choice words for that show. But villain who betrays the characters. And, like, they just kind of take a vehicle back that they weren't using nor cared about at all. Hell, when the betrayal happens and they run off, it's more of an inconvenience. Like, they don't treat it as much. But this? Jesus, man. This is, like, literally changing an entire landscape of the battle. We went from a character who was a bad guy who was in hiding, getting hunted, to taking over what he just lost and taking back so much ground, injuring our main hero, and keeping a lot of people at bay while his powers increase. This was just a good episode, escalating the scales to a point where, again, I simply can't wait for the next episode. So, if I had to give this thing a rating, and I totally forgot to do the whole rating thing at the beginning, but who cares, I didn't get any comments on it. So if I had to give this episode a rating, this is a 9 out of 10 episode. 9 out of 10. The action was spot on. The transformations looked great. The fighting was fun. The story was intriguing. The acting was actually... it's Japanese acting. We get it. It's Japanese kids show acting. We all get it. But, again, they played to character so well with each character. From Emu hearing all the fucked up shit of the backstory of where the bugster came from. His eyes glow red. Like, the dude has a good dead face. Like, you don't know if he's gonna drop into bugster mode and try to kill this guy, or he'll revert back and be okay. So it's just a lot of dichotomy in there where the characters could go anywhere. The way they wrote the characters is pretty smart. It puts them in an emotional juxtaposition to where, again, I could believe that this guy was begging for his life because he had a god complex. So the thought of death would scare him. Versus Emu, I'm thinking like, yo, you're hearing all this shit and you're infected with the bugster. I could see you going apeshit over this. I could see you killing this guy right where he stands, but no, he doesn't. He, does the better thing. So yeah, 9 out of 10 episode. It's got me hyped for the next episode. I cannot wait. And whew, until next time, y'all. Peace.